Hello and good evening, everyone. I apologize for you hearing the gulp. You seeing me drink. This is a Diet Dr. Pepper in here. I participated in my first concert or Christmas concert with a new group that I'm singing with, and my throat is still somewhere in Dumfries. I don't know. She hadn't come back here yet. And for some reason, for all of my singers out there, soda after you sing, I know it's a no-no, but it feels good. The fizz feels good. So I got some fizz in here. This beautiful thing keeps it cold, and it's treating me right now. How are you all doing? I'm back again tonight. My name is Karen Mayfield Felton. I am here every night. Excuse me. What comes with soda also is a little burpage, so I apologize up front. I have a video that I do every night, and my topics range from my life journey, lessons I've learned, things that have come up during the day that I feel like I need to share. Today still is, a beautiful day where I am. We are expecting snow, maybe 1.5 inches or an inch. Who really knows? Because sometimes we get what the weatherman says, and sometimes what the weatherman says is just notional. But nonetheless, we're bracing for some inclement weather. What I realized every time I come down to this space to record is that I've chosen to take on this endeavor during a holiday season. And it's going to be really interesting when, the Christmas tree is down or I change a location, because I really like the festivity. I love the celebration, the decorations, the simplicity, I believe, of gathering and holidays and family. There's a part of it that just allows you to reflect on the year, and then somehow this cycle starts again in a few days. I'm doing something different this year than I think I've done in any other year, and that is not try to plan a whole lot of things. I can honestly say that I've missed probably some really great moments because I just didn't know how to be still. I talk about it in my video about, yeah, I'm gonna sit down and do all this stuff, and I side eye myself while I'm talking about myself. But the reality is that I don't know how to do that. But I'm learning. I am learning to just really take life one day at a time. I'm a planner. I have several activities, groups, things, places that I'm involved in, and they take me to different locations, different levels of responsibility. And the year itself has been one for the books. Not gonna focus too heavy on that, because our lives have been on this roller coaster of, man, I can't believe that happened. Man, that happened. What? Like, it's just been it's just been one scary movie after another. And I believe that culmination of things, plus the journey that I'm on to really simplify my life, even though I had a conversation with a friend of mine earlier today that I don't seem to be simplifying it. But what you all don't see is that it's simple up here, because I am okay, probably for the first time in my life, with saying no to certain things, not guilting myself and showing up when I don't show up to everything. There were many months and many years where I said yes to things that I really didn't want to go to, but I went, or I did it because that was the thing to do. That obligatory, presence. And I'm coming up on the other side of the mountain. Notice I did this. I am not approaching the zenith. I'm coming up on the other side of the mountain. And the older I get, the more I am wanting to be present, the more I really stop and think what really matters most in this moment. You're getting all torqued, or you're overthinking or thinking things through in a way. It's like, okay, just pull back, man. What matters most? And I think that that's the lesson that I want to talk about today is being okay where you are, whether you are a type of person that prepares for the coming year. I love the posts about 27 days, 3 weeks for the rest of the year, and I'm not mocking you all. I really am not, because I know that there are people out there that mean well, that really want us to end the year with promise, with dreams, with goals, so that somehow when January 1 comes, you are prepared. Like January 1, like that day on a calendar is supposed to magically somehow propel you into a place where things are attainable, new perspectives are had, you are taking risks, you are launching into discovery mode, you are implementing dreams. And I think I don't think anything's wrong with it. I'm different though. I can acknowledge that I'm different because I want to implement them right now. I want to implement some of those things without a plan. I am going to pray, some waiting, and just putting some stuff out there and seeing what happens. Not haphazardly, like there's thought in it. If you look at the video that I posted yesterday, I literally talked about planning and how I planned for my Girls in STEM program on Friday morning, and things went so well. There are things, I don't want to call them things, but there are efforts, activities, priorities that we have that you are going to want to put your all in. And especially if you are called to that, you're going to want to sit down and pave the way. You're going to want to think it through. You're going to want to put forth some intentionality into it, because there are other people on the other end. There are other people's lives on the other end. You're impacting and having influence in ways that could change the trajectory of people's lives. That 100% deserves the right attention. What I'm saying is this year kind of wore me out mentally. And I believe that every day is such a blessing. Every second, every moment. And for Karen, I am spending less time trying to plan out the next 30, 60, 90 days. And I'm really taking the time to be present and to rest and to do nothing. Now, you're probably saying, well, that works for you, but I got moves. I got things to do. I've got dreams. Like I literally just said, go after your dreams. So this is not the opposite of what I said yesterday. What I'm sharing is kind of my stilo. And it has nothing to do with all the activities I did today. I am realizing that, as an example, I bought a planner from Crystal Evans-Hurst, who has designed this planner. She is probably one of about 5 women that I follow, Christian women, who I identify with her personality, with her likes, with her dislikes. Like, I'm not saying we're twins, but we have some very similar thoughts, ways, and thinking. And so I knew she had this planner last year, and I was just like, I'm not really trying to get another planner, or not even another planner, but something that I have to keep up with. I will say that I was just like, you know what? I've invested the time. I want to try something new. And so I bought the planner. She has 3 colors. berry, evergreen, and yellow, almost like a mustard. Mustard. If you're familiar with her, that's her brand color. And so I bought the yellow, and I have done the first, I think, 3 pages. And I'm okay with not doing anything right now with it, because I got to the page and I was just like, I'm a visual person. Like, I don't just want to scribble in the book. Like, my journal that I do my devotionals in, like, if my office wasn't a mess, I would give y'all a field trip and show you. I have a whole desk dedicated to studying God's word. I've got my references on there. I've got markers in different colors. I've got markers in different thicknesses. I've got tape. I've got cards. I've got highlighters. I've got everything, because I'm a visual person. And so when I write it down and I put it in a particular color, I'm going to remember it. I said all that to say that I'm at a page in her planner where I would like to do that. And typically the planner and I are upstairs on my bedside, and all of my little stuff, my supplies, are on the first floor. And let me tell you, folks close to my age, when you get good and snuggled in your bed, I think only fire and an emergency is gonna pull you up out of there. Not even work. Notice I didn't even say work, because you can press that snooze button all the time. So I am in the bed, and that's when I'm kind of lulled and I'm quiet, and I just haven't had a chance to do all the markups and things that I want. But I'm going to get to it. But here's the point of it all. I'm not going to beat myself up for not getting to it this week. I am okay if I don't get to it until January 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. I will do it. And it's okay if I don't get to it right now. And I'm like that about a lot of things other than responsibilities that I have where someone is waiting for me. There are several projects that I'm working on where someone is legit waiting for me to do those things. I honor those commitments and I do them. But some of that other stuff, when I say chill mode, so what's the message? Be free. No guilt trips. Absolutely no guilt trips. You may have paid a coach that you meet with that encourages you, that you talk with, that is slowly or consistently marching you from one place to the other. I'm not saying don't do what they told you to do. I'm just saying, for those of you out here that are a little weary, give yourself a break and make a list if that's what you want. But when you get to that list and you don't feel like doing it, count the cost. Think about who's impacted by you not executing or taking action. And if the risk is low and it's just you and your pride, or you and, I said I was going to do this and here I go again. Stop with that. Stop it. Absolutely stop it. Put it down. Go sit down somewhere with a remote, or go sit down somewhere, turn on your favorite music. Have a playlist. I'm on my third point by now. Get you a playlist. And now to 2026, 2025, the year is irrelevant. Music is timeless. Get you a playlist of music that makes you absolutely happy, makes you want to dance, make you want to move a little tail feather. I will share with you that this is one of the things that I did. Sometimes at night when I'm in the bed and I'm getting ready for sleep and I have gone through my day, one of the things that I love to do is I love going on Instagram. And what Instagram does, we all know the algorithm, and if you don't, I'm about to tell you. What you watch, it just continues to put in your thread. So I love music. I love dancing. I love watching people dance, and I love a variety of music. And so I would come upon these 30-second, 1-minute choreographies where they doing the Fosse, like they getting it and they kicking it. And I was just like, that makes me smile. Or I've stumbled upon, for example, this Asian gentleman who is a pianist, and he takes this this pop, this pop artist, and he will play with her along with her video. And I'm just like, because I'm a pianist, I played for 20-some years. So I'm like, look at you! Oh my gosh, that sounds good. Or it'll be some random song or some excerpt of somebody giving a concert. Whatever it is, if it's music related and it resonates with me, I save it on Instagram. I have a thing called Music for the Smiles. And when I am alone by myself or when I need a pick me up, and I typically have my phone with me, I go through my phone, go into Instagram, and I go to all of the videos that I have saved, and I just start playing them because every single one of them lights me up, and it gets me the juice and the energy that I need. And then sometimes, depending on where I am, I'm moving and grooving with it, and I'm instantly, my mood is changed, and the next thing you know, I am all right. What's next? I'm in a groove. I'm doing those kind of things. And those are things that I really didn't do before because I was regimented, always had to be here at a certain time, came home, always had to do this. And I'm telling you, I'm free. I am free from the rigidity of those things. I do what I'm responsible for. I honor my commitments and I allow myself time to just be by myself and do what makes me happy. That's the message. That's the video. It's not attached to a year. It's definitely not attached to a holiday, not attached to Christmas. I make time for the Lord, and He helps direct some of those things. He's like, I need to bring this to your attention now that I have it because you need to go here. I do that too. So I hope this helps you. If you are tired physically, mentally, and sometimes you don't know you're tired till you sit down, I need you to go somewhere and sit down. And for 5 minutes, just don't move. Maybe even for 10, just don't move. You might actually wake up 2 hours later like I did one day because you're sleepy. Or you will sit and think about something that makes you happy. Or you'll wonder about a video or a TV show that you want to catch up with. It's okay. The checklist will be there. The dinner will be there. DoorDash is a great thing. Be easy on yourself these days. No stress, no obligatory anything. And just, enjoy life. Enjoy the moments with your friends, your family. Do something, impromptu. Tell everybody to put their phones in a box and y'all just sit and play card games. Oh, by the way, I'm overdue for a spades game. I'm going to try to work on that in a couple days. Anywho, I hope that this helps. I hope that this message frees you from whatever has you bound so that you can just woosah. Okay? Y'all have a wonderful evening.